Hello and welcome back to another video from Average FPL. Today we're going to do a bit of a late preview of Game Week 9. Ran out of time a little bit this week just to get the video out, so we're going to give it a go. All my team is set in place already, so you can see the team on the screen is the lineup that's going to be going this weekend, and Arsenal have already beaten Aston Villa 3-1. Was a little bit gutted with that late Aston Villa goal, meant I didn't get an Arsenal clean sheet, and Odegaard came on just for 1 point, um, which also kind of meant that it makes Mbuemo and Manquillo less likely to come on, and obviously if Odegaard's just getting 1 point, I'd like to think that they'd both get more than 1 point with given the positions that they're playing and the fixtures they've got this weekend. So yeah, had to make a couple of last minute transfers. I took out Lukaku and Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin was supposed to be back, I think, originally on like the 2nd of October. Now it's projected not until late November, so I sort of pulled the plug on him and just did a straight swap for Richarlison, who is 0.6 million cheaper, I think, and he's playing Watford at home. And I know Richarlison's not played the last few weeks, but I just thought Watford at home, that's a great fixture. Watford concede quite a few goals. I should know considering I've got both keepers for Watford. So I feel like if Richarlison plays, that's a good opportunity for points. I also am really considering wildcarding this weekend. So I also thought if I'm wildcarding for game week 10, then it doesn't really matter if Richarlison's a bit of a bust because it's going to be a short term move anyway. And I also quite like Jamie Vardy's fixtures. Vardy's in good form. So I brought him in for Lukaku, who also got injured and is out indefinitely. And yeah, decided to captain Jamie Vardy. Thought that was a good fixture to captain as well. A little bit concerned about Fernandez not playing at all. But then, I feel like Man United Liverpool will be an open game. I think in the past it's been sort of 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. Whereas I think this year it could be a 3-2 or something like that, or 2-2. I think they're both going to go for it. I think Salah's in great form. The only reason I didn't captain him was just because it's Man United away, and even though Salah's shown he can score in tough fixtures, I just felt Vardy against Brentford was just a better option. So yeah, hopefully looking at my team, I'm really needing Digne to get a clean sheet and not get booked, and then I'm really sort of struggling until you get to my strikers. Obviously, Salah and Fernandez, if he plays, can score points, but I do feel I felt the last few weeks that my team um, is sort of just hanging on in there a little bit, and I'm losing value of the players. And I think now is about the time where I can just have a sit down and look at the team and plan for the next few fixtures. We've had a good amount of games being played now. We've had a good sample size to sort of sit back and analyse the different performances and the team's form. And then that'll give me a good idea of where to go next. So yeah, I had two free transfers to give. That's why I used them. There's no point saving one if I'm planning on wildcarding. And yeah, if I was looking to captain someone else that's not in my team this week, I'd definitely look at Chelsea. I did want to get in a Chelsea attacker, but both Lukaku and Werner were injured. And, I originally got Lukaku in just for this game, really, or not just this game, but for games like this. Chelsea have a great run of fixtures, but there's only two strikers on Chelsea's squad on Fantasy League. So I was a bit stuck there because I wanted to, I looked at taking out a midfielder, but I had two strikers that were reds and definitely weren't going to play. So if I'd have taken out a midfielder, um, I think I would have definitely tried to put in someone like Mason Mount and or Kai Havertz. But then I was checking them out as well, and they've not played very much recently anyway. So you look at Chelsea and think, oh, that's a great opportunity to score points, but then you really don't know who's going to play because the players that have been playing recently might not play because others are fit, but the players that would normally start haven't been getting much game time recently, so might not be ready. I think I would think. Leicester would be a good one to captain again. So I've captain Vardy, he'd be the obvious one. But other than that, there's not really a standout captaincy option for this week. You could look at Man City, but Brighton away, that's Brighton are fourth in the league. Like, that's not going to be that easy a game. And again, you don't know who's going to play for Man City. So I think I'm happy with captaining Vardy. And yeah, I'm going to have a real good look at my team moving forward. But good luck in this game week so far. I've got a total of 3 points, so absolutely smashing it. I think the average is 2, so I'm above average for the week, which is hopefully we'll keep that up. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. Good luck in your game week, and I'll see you in the next one.